Nellie Harper Lee was born on April 28, 1926 in Monroeville, Alabama. She was the youngest of 5 children of Amasa Coleman Lee and Frances Cunningham Finch. Her first name, Nellie, was her grandmother's name spelled backwards. She was a descendant of General Robert E. Lee. Her father, a former newspaper editor and proprietor, practiced law and served in the Alabama state legislature from 1926 to 1938. Before her father became a title lawyer, he once defended 2 black men accused of murdering a white storekeeper. Her father lost the case, and both clients were hanged. This case would influence the Tom Robinson case in To Kill a Mockingbird. As a child, Lee was a tomboy, an avid reader, and best friends with her schoolmate and neighbor, the young Truman Capote, who would be the influence for the character Dill. While enrolled at Monroe County High School, Lee developed an interest in English literature. After graduating high school in 1944, she went to the all-female Huntington College in Montgomery, Alabama. Having written several long stories, Harper Lee found an agency to work for in the November of 1956. Lee was given a whole year's pay by her agency to do whatever she wanted as a Christmas present that year. She used that time to write the original draft of To Kill a Mockingbird and eventually showed it to Tay Hohoff, an editor at J.B. Lippincott & Co. At this point in time, it was more of a string of stories rather than the novel Lee had intended it to be. Under Hohoff's guidance, 2.5 years of rewriting followed. Published on July 11, 1960, To Kill a Mockingbird was an immediate bestseller and won great critical acclaim, including the Pulitzer Prize for Fiction in 1961. It remains a bestseller with more than 30 million copies in print. In 1999, it was voted Best Novel of the Century in a poll by the Library Journal. It is the only novel Harper Lee has ever written. She has refused to write any more novels, giving 2 reasons. 1, I wouldn't go through the pressure and publicity I went through with To Kill a Mockingbird for any amount of money. 2nd, I have said what I wanted to say and I will not say it again. Like most great books, To Kill a Mockingbird has had its critics. Lee responded to one school board who banned the book for immorality with this letter. Recently, I have received echoes down the sway of the Hanover County School Board's activities, and what I've heard makes me wonder if any of its members can read. Surely, it is plain to the simplest intelligence that To Kill a Mockingbird spells out, in words of seldom more than 2 syllables, a code of honor and conduct, Christian in its ethic that is the heritage of all Southerners. To hear that the novel is immoral has made me count the years between now and 1984, for I have yet to come across a better example of doublethink. I feel, however, that the problem is one of illiteracy, not Marxism. Therefore, I enclose a small contribution to the Beetle Bumble Fund that I hope will be used to enroll the Hanover County School Board in any first grade of its choice. On November 5, 2007, George W. Bush presented Lee with the Presidential Medal of Freedom. This is the highest civilian award in the United States and recognizes individuals who have made an especially meritorious contribution to the security or national interests of the United States, world peace, cultural, or other significant public or private endeavors. Lee now lives in an assisted living facility, wheelchair-bound, partially blind and deaf, and suffering from memory loss. But her novel still remains one of the greatest literary works of all time.